Hello and welcome back to Daily Planning for Bitcoin and Gold. Today is the 22nd of April. So, yesterday I took two trades, one on Bitcoin and one on gold. I admit I trade for this one. This is not planned because I was trading it while live trading with encrypted talk and people on New York Open. So, confluence was pretty clear. I saw there's a huge selling volume. If I recall, this was made after the Trump speech. So one of my friends in the Discord just told me. And afterwards, we see the inverse of the counterparty. For this case, we have buyers with less volume. And also this denotes a big buying volume. And for me, this is a clear invalidation. So I'm waiting for the pullback limit there and invalidation low. What are my aims? My aims at the time was this selling volume to be mean reverse, and the end goal was to play band on band, which is we swap and rotate from the extreme of band +1 of daily VWAP standard deviations to -1 of standard deviation of daily VWAP. So actually, if I extend this still TP, but I was being conservative because I don't know how it will move afterwards after the Trump speech. So I took some defensive, take profit, and yeah, get myself a 2.6R. The worst part was on gold. If you remember, I told clearly on yesterday that every kind of pullback is for entry shorts because momentum wise we are way below our daily VWAP. So it's making a clean slope, and actually from 2.8R I could have gotten until 21. That's a big gap, but that's okay. Profit is profit. Okay, and so yeah, that's for the trade. And currently, I'm thinking of making a new content for you to digest a bit better and to exclude all the unnecessary rambling, such as now. Actually, forgive me so. So I'm going to try and learn how daily shorts of YouTube work because I've never made a shorts video. And yeah, I think I'm going to not trading until the new month. I'm having good profits actually. So if you see on April, I only took 9 trades and I got 29R. All of the POIs of the magic lines that I've shared daily, all of those are being cherry picked by me. And if you see, I also waste a little bit of the R that was given. So some of those were like 5R plus, like this. This is the last one of the gold trade. This is the 5R plus. There was supposed to be 20R, 1R. So yeah. But nevertheless, I'm trying my best to share daily plans. I don't know what will happen on the next week because I'm also being invited to go to some cities abroad. I don't really know when, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's start. Bitcoin. Currently, Bitcoin. Wait, this is Bitcoin? Yep, this is Bitcoin. So currently, Bitcoin is within our VA before SP. So if you remember, we have an area, a value area to be exact, on the February near our single print. So we have a single print here. We also have a small single print here. And now we're currently within this VA itself. Gonna remove it for a little bit of clarity. So what do you want to see here? Actually, if momentum still good, so we're currently stalling here on the 30 minutes. For me, if you're still having a good momentum, you might as well just tap this single print and possibly partially filled, half of it, and min reverse, right? So this, for me, the previous highs is your POIs. You want to see a reaction here, either you get an SFP, right? If you get an SFP, it's gonna be aligning with your BOB or band on band view up as a confluence, as an additional confluence, while also being SFP. Even better if it SFP with a volume and then got inverse with lesser volume. That's for me is my go-to playbook, right? So there you have it. You want to see a reaction here. Either you, so we're gonna make some doodles to remember where's the, okay, this is the brush. Either you SFP here. So your SFP, you have a clean invalidations, you have a clean target, your target, since we are having a big momentum on the top, right from the start. This should be 1 hour after Asia Open. So you have such a big volume. If this will happen, you want to see a small pullback. Possibly you can play it from band to band, from 2 standard deviation to 1 standard deviation. So inflation is pretty clean, but you might as well get a lesser RR, but still, it's a good one. But it's a bit risky because we are up against the major trend. You see, there's a huge momentum up, and we're trying to counter trade it. So manage your risk properly. And if you see something like this, momentum is still grinding up. This indicates a strong and momentum still there. Participants of market still willing to push the price higher. If this happens, so we have 2 scenarios, right? If this will happen, then your target will be on SP. You want to see a reactions. That's for these two. But if we are going back into this white line, okay, might as well just min reverse all of the pumps from the big volume. So you want to see another tap into the daily open, and we are going for extreme rotation within band from +1 standard deviation to -1 standard deviation. If that will happen, right? So if we see some kind of value here, then you are clear to take a trade and go for rotations from +1 to -1. That's the plan that I am thinking of for Bitcoin today. Okay. On gold, honestly speaking, I don't really have any kind of attachment. It was a POC here, but we are rejected directly from the value area high. If you see, reject nicely from here, and but with a bit of concern that we still have gaps to fill. Momentum wise, we see a little bit of momentum stalling here because of the dumps. Weekly VWAP currently acting as a resistance. If that will happen, then you want to see it went back and took this for another attempt to go lower, then if that will happen, we're gonna fade this actually. We're gonna fade our high time frame POIs and we're just gonna go way down. But if not, you want to see another ping pong, if price still holds, and to be honest, we're probably going to make a pretty good V shape here. If that will happen, good V shape, a little bit of pullback when to here, our extreme on the weekly view up, developing weekly view up, and you want to see a bit of reactions on the weekly view up itself and possibly forming some kind of rounding. So after the puke, want to see something like this, rounding PA, and then we go for another leg higher into the other extreme. From -1 standard deviation to +1 standard deviations of the weekly view up. Other than that, I don't see any reason for me to trade gold for now because I don't really have any concrete POIs for this other than this one. So most of the time, I think I'm just gonna just wait and see. You want to see reaction here and then a reaction here. So we're gonna play by the range of the weekly view up. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy it. See you next month, I think, because I will be busy prepping for the holiday. Okay, see you.